let's talk about the most commonly used area for stone, and that is the kitchen, right? So let's start with marble. Right here we have a beautiful Italian polished marble. Depending on where a marble comes from, they will vary in hardness and density and thus durability. When using marble in a kitchen, we always recommend to use a honed finish, which will help hide any etching which may occur. Etching is really the true enemy of marble. It's really not so much stains. As long as you keep your marble sealed, you won't stain it with red wine or coffee. It's acid and lemon and other things that can leave those dull marks, and having a honed finish really helps to hide those marks and create a longer lasting product. What is a huge plus to marble is its ability to be repaired and refinished. No matter what material you choose, whether it's quartz, engineered porcelain, or natural quartzite or granite, you're eventually going to get scratches. You're eventually going to need to repair something. Nothing repairs better and easier than marble, and nothing is more easily refinished than marble. So a few years down the road, if you need to refinish it, it's really not a hard thing to do. So that is why this is one of our favorite materials for a kitchen. Right here we have a very popular and very cool example of a natural stone called quartzite. Just like any other stone, quartzite can come from all over the world. It comes from regions in Brazil, regions in Europe, Africa, you name it. The characteristics of quartzite are that they behave like granite in that they're almost indestructible, very hard to stain, very hard to scratch, and will probably look exactly the same in 30 years as they did the day they were installed. We love quartzite and we think it's a great choice for any kitchen. Here we have Pietro Cardosa. This is a very commonly used limestone. This actually has the potential to patina. It likes to absorb in its raw state. It likes to absorb oil. So if you decide to use this in your kitchen, just plan on the color changing over time as natural oils absorb into the stone. A lot of people who aren't cool with that patina really still love to use this in other areas. It's perfect for fireplaces and areas without household products or cleaners or oils getting on them. And after limestone, we've got to talk about travertine. Travertine is one of the most beautiful organic materials that we can possibly see. This is a filled example. Travertine naturally has a lot of pores and a lot of holes. A lot of the time it comes from the manufacturer filled with these holes, so we can use it on countertop applications and in flooring and wall applications is where we see this the most. It's another great choice for a fireplace. If you'll come around back over here, you can see what this looks like unfilled, and this can really have a really unparalleled natural feel to it. We love travertine. Remember I said that there are different variations in how hard a marble can be. It's a marble nonetheless, but we call this a hard marble. You can see the telltale sign of a hard marble is a crystalline structure, right? So this is a little bit harder in its molecular composition, and it will actually hold up a little bit better in a kitchen application. We still do recommend a honed finish because etching will still occur on any type of marble. But we've seen these in a lot of kitchens, and we really like the way it turns out, and we really like the durability of it. And again, easily refinished. Crowd favorite right here, this is Onyx. This is for the bold and the bold only. You're going to commonly see Onyx in homes of distinction on floors and wall features, bathroom vanities, sometimes a kitchen. It would work fine in a kitchen, but generally you see this in really intricate floor details, and probably at your local sushi spot backlit behind the bar. If that doesn't make sense to you now, just keep that in mind next time you go out. And this is a spectacular, beautiful stone. One thing that's really cool and that people really like about Onyx is that it resembles a gemstone. It has an iridescence that is kind of unmatched by any other type of natural stone. It's really got that depth to it, and it has these geometric patterns in it that are really pleasing. So this is a great option if you're really trying to make a place feel premium. Okay, so right here we have the original favorite. This isn't a very in-your-face example, but this is granite, the stone that started it all. The first thing that you probably remember someone putting in their house are granite countertops. granite is great. Nowadays, we generally, around here, only keep the stark colors, the blacks and the gray granites in stock. But all across the board, granite is an incredible material. Its durability is unmatched, and just like quartzite, will likely look exactly the same 30 years later as it did the day it was put in. And for that, we love granite. It's also good for outdoor applications, and it's worry-free. So it'll always be a staple and always be something that we offer. Now, something that's super important to differentiate here beyond just the category of stone, marble, granite, limestone, is the cost of certain types of stone. So before you really fall in love with this Calicata gold slab, remember from our other video, this slab wholesales at about $14,000, which means for the end user, this slab would be closer to $18,000 to $19,000. So Calicata, if it says Calicata gold, it's going to be very expensive depending on the grade of quality of that lot of Calicata gold. If you follow me over here, we'll see Calicata gold's very close cousin or even brother. This is called Statuary. They're quarried in the same place, they come from the same place, and oftentimes they look the same and are interchangeable. The difference is usually Statuary is usually characterized by a brighter white background and more stark gray veins. Calicata gold will typically have a warmer background, but both of these types of stones are examples of stones that are much more expensive than other stones. And it's important to know this when you set out on the buying process. You need to know that you're looking at a diamond and not a ruby or another gemstone, if you understand the analogy. These are like diamonds when compared to the rest, in that the price point is much higher. To make things a little bit more confusing, you need to be aware that not all stones with the name Calicata in front command the same price point. This is Calicata Corchia or Corchia Arabescato. This is a mid to high range price stone, but it's not quite in the realm of the Calicata golds. This can be a great alternative to a Statuary or a Calicata gold when you're looking for that type of aesthetic. Let's look at one more slab with the name Calicata. Did I say one? I meant two. This is a very classic Calicata that you'll see commonly. It's called Calicata Panazzo. This is in that mid to higher range price point with the Calicata gold and Statuary. Then over here I have another stone. This is also wears the Calicata moniker, but is a much lower price point and frankly a different stone, but it's still white in background with beautiful black veining and warm tones. So I can understand where it comes from. So just because it says Calicata doesn't mean it's astronomically expensive, but it's important for you to be educated when you go into the buying experience. Now, one last important buyer beware message. Not every single supplier or fabricator will have the same information on the stone, and it's actually super easy to get the wrong information because a lot of people frankly don't know. This stuff comes out of mountains, it gets shipped here, you see it in photos, and a lot of the people who sell it never actually cut it. So beware of any stone marketed as a soft quartzite. There is no such thing as a soft quartzite. This material right here, called Mont Blanc, we see often by other suppliers peddled as a quartzite or a soft quartzite due to its crystalline nature, due to the fact that parts of this stone are very, very resistant to etching. The fact is, a lot of these stones are actually marbles, like this stone. And we see all the time people purchasing stones that they believe to be quartzites, meaning they believe it won't stain and it won't etch, and it ends up being marble. Here's how you can tell if you actually have marble. Is the background white? White equals calcium, calcite equals marble. If someone's telling you that something with an actual white background is in fact a quartzite, I would ask them if you can put a lemon on the surface. If they say no, you may have a false quartzite. Thanks for watching, everybody. So there you have it. That's our quick run through on natural stone and selecting it for your house. We hope this was helpful. We didn't cover engineered stone, and we'll do another video on that because that's a whole other ball game. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the rest of our videos. We appreciate it.